All right, good morning. Good morning. Hello. I hope you can hear me. All right, so let's try and break down chats and see what's happening, what's popping. I hope you can hear me. Am I audible? Am I audible? Okay, so the analysis on USD card has played out perfectly. So one thing about So the same trade happened on USD card on yesterday's trade. So yesterday was I think the reason why the trade failed was I was impatient at that time. I was impatient. I didn't wait for even the top to break. So there was nothing wrong with the trade we took yesterday. You get it? There was nothing wrong because the same trade happened over here and it played out. So the reason why it failed was I was very impatient. Like the trade was looking perfectly. So I was in rush to execute that trade. You get it? Everything aligns according to the way I see the charts or according to the trend. The markets, the daily time frame was trending up. The H4 time frame too was trending up. When it comes to candlestick pattern, we are having this exhaustion candle over here, seller's exhaustion candle over here. Price created the exhaustion candle. What are you expecting? Because the previous candle indicates that sellers have lost control or buyers are dominating the market now. So it shows you or it tells you it's going to, because if you move to the daily time frame, for instance, the daily time frame trend was what? The market was trending up. The market was trending up. You get it? If you move to the H4 time frame, so exactly the same. Okay, it was also trending up. Price created, there was one support over here. So the market too, the daily time frame was trending up. The H4 time frame too was trending up. All the time frames were trending up. You get, if you move to the H1 time frame, for instance, the H1 time frame too, price created. See, if you look at the H4 time frame, price created this exhaustion candle. You get it? There was this exhaustion candle over here. So it tells you price to go. So it's the same thing over here on USD card. If you look at USD card, the daily time frame, the moment this candle broke and closed below this one, you get it? The moment the candle broke and closed below this one, this candle broke and closed below this one, price shifted to what? A downtrend. If you move to the H4 time frame, for instance, H4 time frame to price is trending up. You get it? So I did the analysis thinking it's going to happen this morning. I did the analysis and wake up and it has played out. So if you look at the candle, there was what? There was this previous candle shows what? Buyer's exhaustion candle. So looking at the wick, comparing it to the upper wick, the upper wick is what? Is longer than what? The lower wick. You get it? So it tells you what? Buyers have lost control in the market then. You get what's happened? Trend continued. So yesterday there was nothing wrong with the trade. So I didn't even bother to just do why I lost the trade. It was just my impatience. Like the trade was looking good, everything was looking. So I was impatient to wait for the thing to ripe. You get it? I was impatient for it to. Even looking at the previous, there was no clear break of this one. It looks like it tested the high. Okay, so I should have waited for a clear break to give the confirmation. Okay, but all the same, nothing. What do you call it? It's okay. So I didn't even bother to check because everything was perfect. So the same thing happened over here. You get it? So there was nothing wrong with the trade setup. So it's part of the distance. Sometimes when you see something enticing, when the trade looks very good, you like as in you are in rush to execute. You get it? You are in rush so the same thing is playing out over here on USD card. So there was nothing to change on the trade. Everything was perfect. So today is 7th of January, right? So around 7:30 we are going to be having CPI on CHF. So aside that, we don't have any. The rest of the news that is going to happen is going to be, you have some medium impact news around PMI, construction PMI. We're again having Euro core CPI flash estimate. So the high impact news again is going to happen around 3 p.m. when London is about to close. So we are going to be having, so during the overlap time, okay, during the overlap when London and New York is about to close. London is about to close, New York is in section. So that's overlap. So during that time, we are going to be having another high impact news. This is a high impact news, a major impact news that you need to factor or pay attention to. Okay. So today around 3 p.m. we are going to be having high impact news and 7:30 lending session right after. Okay, so before lending is open, right? Lending is going to open around 8 a.m. So before lending opens, you are going to be having this high impact news again. You are going to be having this high impact news. So you need to pay attention to them. So let's see whether there was going to be an opportunity today. Let's do the technical analysis and see. So it's the same thing every day, the same analysis every day. You get it? The same analysis every day. So if you move to, let's try and do top-down analysis. So my various confluences are, it's very simple. Okay. So the reason why there are a lot, there's no stress on me is because I have what I normally like I have my trading plan, I have my trading rule. So my trading rule is simply what you identify the trend. You get it? I identify the trend. After identifying the trend, I identify my supports. So the trend, first of all, I focus on the various time frames. So the top-down analysis. In case maybe you are new over here, this is my trading plan, or this is my rule, my technical analysis rule. I do my top-down analysis. Okay. So my top-down analysis. Okay, by focusing on the higher time frame. Okay, so let's see. After doing the top-down analysis, I consider the higher time frames. Okay, so this is how I normally look at the market, higher time frame. So the higher time frame, I factor or I consider the daily, mostly with the trend. With the higher time frame trend, I consider the daily. You get it? I consider the daily and what the H4 time frame. You get it? So this is where I normally look at the trend. Okay, normally I look at the trend at this time frame. So after I've done my top-down analysis by using the higher time frames, I consider what the various support and resistances and the dynamic support and resistances. So the support and resistances, or it can be dynamic support and so the dynamic support and resistances is going to be the trend lines. Okay, dynamic support and resistance, so it can be the trend lines. So the trend line. So after identifying these things, the support and resistances, the various the trend. So first of all, the trend, the support and resistances. Okay, then I consider the candlestick pattern. So this is what normally I use it for my confirmation. Candlestick pattern. The candlestick pattern is what I use for my confirmation. So with these rules that I've given, so first of all, let me do a rough sketch for you to see. So first of all, what I do is what I move to the higher time frame, the daily and the H4 time frame, identify the various trends over there. Okay, so maybe if it is trending up, if these ones are trending up, I have to make sure I trade a trending market. I don't trade when the market is consolidating or ranging. You get it? So let's assume maybe this is the daily time frame and this is also the higher time frame, maybe the H4 time frame. You get it? So normally if they are all trending like this, you get it? So now after identifying, so this is the trend, this is going to be the trend. Okay, this is going to be the trend. Okay, if the daily is trending up, the H4 is trending up. This is how the market moves. So after identifying the trend on the higher time frame, maybe the daily and what the H4 time frame, the daily and the H4 time frame. Okay, after identifying the trend on the daily time frame and the H4 time frame, what I do next is what to identify my supports and resistances, or the dynamic supports and resistances. So first of all, I identify the trend. Is the trend is the market trending up or down? So I notice that the market is trending up. Maybe daily time frame is trending up. I move to the H4 time frame. What is the H4 time frame? So I have to make sure they are in sync with each other. Okay, in sync with each other, they are in the same direction with each other. Okay, so I always see, or from last year I've been saying this thing. The market, everyone sees the market differently. You get it? Everyone sees the market differently. So we have to make sure you are figuring out what works for you. So this is what I do. The H4. So if they are in the same direction, okay. So after identifying the same direction, I identify the various support and resistances. So we are going to be having support over here. Okay. So the trend, I've identified the trend. These are the various support and resistances, the dynamic support and resistances. You get it? So after identifying this one, two, again, what I will do is I'll move to the entry. So how am I going to enter? The entry is either going to be a breakout or a retest. So if the market retest, okay, so sometimes you are going to get a confluence where the dynamic support and resistances is going to align with maybe this the horizontal support and resistances. Okay, so if they aligns over here, we are having what we call confluence. You get it? We're having what is called confluence. So if the market gets to this side, executing is very simple. Okay, but you are not going to execute right away when the market falls on this side. You are not going to execute. You have to wait for candle confirmation. So it is there you are going to be searching for what? An exhaustion candles. You are going to be looking for rejection candles. So it can be maybe bias exhaustion candle, like something like this. Exhaustion candle, something like this. Okay, so this tells you that what? This tells you that if you see a candle with a long wick, it tells you that what? Buyers have what we call it, have lost control in the market, and now buyers are dominating. You get it? Buyers are dominating. So it is giving you a clue, or it is giving you a sign that what? Price is what? About to take off. One, how many confluences are you having in on this area? You are having what? A horizontal support and resistance over here. Price has what? Pulled back and aligned on this same dynamic support and resistance. Candle is giving you a confirmation that price is going to take off. So you execute right away. Okay, so these are the things that normally I look for or I consider. Then after figuring out all these things, what I will do next is what? The time of the day. Because one thing you need to understand is what? The technical analysis doesn't move the market. We're having participants who move the market. We're having market makers. Okay, we're having market makers. People who move the exchange rates are supposed to come into the market and move price in your favor. You get it? So we are going to be waiting for that time for those people to come into the market. Then we will execute a trade. So the moment we realize or notice that they are in the market, when price, so you are going to notice those things when price what gives you a clue. Okay, so maybe when it breaks this one, it tells you that what price is going to take off. Okay, so mostly these are the things that I usually consider or factor into consideration every day in my analysis. These are the things that I consider before I will execute a trade. So it is very important you pay attention to these things. Okay, it's very, very important you pay attention to these things. Okay, so the same thing is happening over here. So let's consider, if you are considering what happened on USD with what I did with the illustration I've given. If you look at the daily time frame, for instance, what is the trend? So the trend was what? The market was trending up. The market was trending up. If you move to the H4 time frame, what is the trend for the H4 time frame? So you notice that price has been what? Hitting here, hitting over here. Okay, so if you see this trade, for instance, price has currently what? Hit on the trend line. The candle has given an we have something called an engulfing candle. Okay, engulfing simply means what? The bullish candle has overshadowed the previous bearish candle. You get it? So it's giving you a clue, or it's giving you a signal that what? The market is going to move up. And what happened? We had this small bearish candle. If you want to know the psychology behind this candle formation, you will notice that what we're having long tail over here. So this long tail tells you that what sellers have lost control in the market. Okay, anytime you see a long tail, it tells you an exhaustion. One is either losing control, or one is dominating the market. You get it? So this candle, you get it? So if you draw the trend line, you notice that price has been touching the trend line over here. Price touched this trend line. Price got rejected over here. Price got rejected on this trend line. Price got rejected on this trend line. Price got rejected. You see, so it's also when it comes to, for you to identify a strong confirmation of a trend line, when it has maybe multiple touches. Okay, two, three, four touches. So how many touches did price tested on the trend line? So after this one, after we had the impulse move, price pulled back, but this pullback didn't get to the line. Okay, so this one created another support. You get it? So you have one support, 2, 3, 4. So this was the fifth support. You get it? And looking at the candle, you notice that this candle has created another support. Okay, this candle has created another support. What does this one happen? This one, the candle is still what's the psychology behind this candle formation? It is telling you that sellers have lost control, because if you look at the size of the candle, looking at the nature of the candle, it tells you that sellers have lost control. You get it? So the psychology behind this candle is, previously sellers were in control, sellers were dominating the market, so you were thinking this trend is going to get invalidated, and all of a sudden, unfortunately or unfortunately, price decided to move. Buyers came in, dominated the market, pushed price to this side. Okay, so anytime you are trying to read the market, you have to factor or pay attention to, when considering the ongoing candle, you have to pay attention to the previous candle. You get it? You have to pay attention to the previous candle. So this guy, I don't know, I have some TCL USD in mind. This guy is a scammer. That Google user, this guy is a scammer. You have been commenting on my this thing every day. You comment on this thing, so please don't pay heed to this guy. He's a scammer. So price this candle is telling you that buyers are now dominating in the market. So the moment it broke the high of this one, it tells you that it is going to take off. You get it? So sometimes the setup is going to look nice every time, like everything is going to look perfectly, but sometimes it will fail. That's the nature of trading. If you don't understand, you always get frustrated. So sometimes everything is going to look nice, and everything is going to look nice, but yes, still it will fail. So it tells you some people are some people move the you have a market participant. Okay, so with Forex, you need to be very resilient. You need to keep on. Okay, you need to keep on figure out your losses while you lose a trade, by considering all the confluences that I mentioned. Sometimes everything will look perfect, the mistake is not going to come from you, but it's just market condition. Understand the nature, because one win is just going to, so you saw last week how the market was playing out. This move, sometimes you can get like 1 to 3, it's going to cover all your losses, so you don't have to take losses in heart. If you are a trader and you are going to take losses in heart, then I think you can't go far in this game, because sometimes everything will align. And even if you look at the horizontal line, for instance, you can see price perfectly formed. You see how the candle close exactly on the support level. You get it? So it's supposed to move up, but because of maybe the condition of the market, price retrace. So it's the same setup that is happening on USD card. If you look at USD card, for instance, with what I was talking about, let me delete everything. If you move to the daily time frame, so you have to understand the nature of the market. If you move to the daily time frame, what's the trend doing at the daily time frame? So the daily time frame trend is an uptrend. Initially, price was consolidating over here, meaning price was doing equal highs and equal lows. Price made a pullback move in the direction of the market, which is an impulse, made a pullback or a correction or a pullback move, moved in the direction of the what market. So it's an uptrend market. So this long bearish candle broke above the previous high, broke above the previous low. Okay, so the moment it closed below, so you see we had what multiple rejection levels over here. We had one rejection level over here, we had one rejection over here. So it's also what this level is very strong. So normally I call it golden zone, because when you get two or three levels, okay, or key areas, it tells you that level, especially on the higher time frame, it tells you that that level is very strong. So we had multiple rejection levels, okay. So we had one rejection level over here, we had another rejection over here. It tells you at the daily time frame, please note, at the daily time frame, okay, at the daily time frame. So what it means by daily time frame, simply what it means by daily time frame is, when it comes to daily time frames, for every candle, the candles that you are seeing over here, it takes 1 day for a single candle to form. You get it? So you see how long it takes before a candle is going to form. So if you get a key level or rejectional levels, it tells you that what it's a very strong level. Okay, so the moment the candle broke below this one, the structure or what the trend shifted to what a downtrend. So now the trend has shifted to what a downtrend, because it has broken the previous high, it has broken the previous low. Now the trend is what a downtrend. So now the daily time frame trend is what a downtrend. Okay, so the previous, it has broken the previous distance. The daily time frame is a downtrend. So let's look at what the H4 time frame is doing as well. So as I told you, the confluences that I listed, I said what the daily time frame and the H4 time frame trend. So you notice that the daily and the H4 time frame trend is what we are going to, you have to make sure they are in sync with each other. So comparing or looking at the USD CHF analysis that we did, comparing it with what you are doing now, you can see that they are the same trade setup. So if you look at the H4, for instance, price broke out from this side, made a pullback or a retrace over here on the key level. Okay, so the H4 candle broke above this one. So this is when we are in the market, we could have even taken a breakout, because H4 time frame, with H4 time frames, so what it means that every 4-hour time frame, for every 4 hour a candle is printed. You get it? So it's also what a higher time frame I normally consider. So normally when it comes to my higher time frame, I consider the daily time frame and what the H4 time frame. So if H4 candle has been able to break above this one, it tells you that what the level has been invalidated. This is not M5 that it quickly forms and close. Okay, this is H4 time frame. It takes a very long time for it to what to close, or it takes a very long time for it to be created or formed with a candle. So the moment this one broke above this one, it tells you that what the level has been invalidated, not the structure. The structure is still what valid, but it is just the level that has been invalidated. The level has broken above this one. So what, in case maybe you were in an active market, you could have even been looking for what a breakout, but you are not going to be taking a breakout because of what the trend is a downtrend. Because anytime you are trading, you have to make sure, or anytime you are executing a trade, we always make sure what we are what trading in direction of the trend. That's what mostly we look for. So as price broke above this one, we concluded that the trend has already been what invalidated. And what you saw that this bearish candle broke below this one, so it's now confirming that what this level is now active again, because the bearish candle has broken below. So now this one has become what a resistance. It was the moment the bullish candle broke above this one, it became what a support level. The moment this one broke below, it became what it became a resistance. So now this is a resistance. As price pulled back over here, okay, the moment price pulled back over here, if you are looking at the nature, or if you are looking at the psychology of the candle, you can notice that it is what bias exhaustion candle. If you can see this candle, you notice that this candle is bias exhaustion candle. If you look at the wick, the length of the wick, the upper wick, comparing it to the lower wick, you notice that what the upper wick is longer than the lower wick. You get it? You notice that the upper wick is longer than the lower wick. So it tells you what buyers have lost control in the market. So always when you are taking a trade, you need to understand the psychology of the previous candle. You get it? Understand the psychology of the previous candle. You notice that what this candle has lost control. You can see it over here. You notice that what the buyers have lost control. Comparing, let's measure the length of this candle. let's measure the length of the wick. So you can see this is the length of the wick, 9 pips. Comparing it to this length, this is what, so this was 9 pips, this is, I think, this is what, 5 pips. So you notice that what, the upper wick is longer than what, the lower wick. The upper wick is what, is taller than what, the lower wick. So it tells you what, buyers have lost control in the market. So it's an exhaustion. Okay, it's an exhaustion candle. So you see, the exhaustion candle should always should always be formed on what, a key level. Okay, so you notice that what we were having, so the violet horizontal line you are seeing over here is a weekly level, and the red one is what, the daily level. So imagine the weekly level and the daily level. So that's why price wasn't able to move up, because what, we were having a strong zone over here. So how many confluences are you having? One, the trend line. Okay, we were having a dynamic trend line over here. So first of all, the market, the daily time frame is a downtrend, H4 is a downtrend. Looking at the trend line, for instance, price having, how many touches are you having? Two touches. Okay, so support, the horizontal line is also aligning at where the trend line also align. So you're having what, one, you're having a trend line confluence. Two, you're having horizontal confluence. Three, you're having candle confirmation. Okay, so the candle is going to give us a go ahead. Okay, the candle is going to give us a go ahead to execute. So what happened? The next candle, the moment the next candle flipped, okay, broke the previous candle high, it tells you that what, candle structure has been invalidated. Okay, to what, candle structure is what, trending down. Because as I said, those who have been joining the bootcamp have been explaining it to you that for you to be able to identify trending markets, or when a candle is trending, when it is an uptrend, the dip of the candle should be maintained, and what, the high of the candle or the tip of the candle should be broken. So this is what I'm talking about. So if you want to identify a trending market, so this is how to identify a trending candle. This is how it should happen. So the high should always be what, be broken. The high should always continue to be so this is how it should be done. Okay, so the high, when the market is trending up, the high should always be what, broken. So this one, if you get a next candle, the next candle should also break this one. So this tells you what, the candle structure is what, an uptrend. You get it? Candle structure is an uptrend. So this high should be broken by this ongoing high. This ongoing high should break this one. So when you see something of this sort on your chart, it tells you that what, buyers are in control of the market. Okay, so the same thing, so is the opposite or vice versa of what, when you are seeing a downtrend structure. Okay, a downtrend candle structure to the lows or maybe the dip of the candle should always get broken. So what happened? The trend continues. So these are what, a higher trade signal. So these are the things that I normally look for. Okay, so if I don't see these things, I'm not going to execute a trade. So these are the things that I always, so if you are going to use this system, if you are going to follow this system religiously, I can bet you that if you are trading, if you are having an account and you are going to be patiently looking for all these things, there's no way you are not going to succeed in trading. There's no way you are not going to succeed in trading. So you guys are with me. If you guys are with me this year, you are going to see bigger things happening. Okay, you are going to be seeing bigger things happening. So there's no way you are not going, because the odds are in your favor. When it comes to trend, the market is what? So if you want to reduce your losses, in trading, what you have to do is what? You have to make sure, if you are not counter trending and you are trading with the direction of the higher time frame, if more of the higher time frame's direction is in your favor, the chances of you losing like, I'm not saying you are not going to lose, because there was nothing like 100%. If you are, there was no way you are going to trade like 6 months and you are not going to encounter any loss. There's no system like that. So one, sometimes you some of your system is going to fail, okay, but at long run you are going to be successful. Okay, at long run you are going to be successful. So all these are the things that I normally what consider or factor into considering, and you are going to implement this system in your trading plan, because mostly I focus on the higher time frames. So maybe you are not going to be patiently be waiting for all these things. If you are patiently going to be waiting for all these things, then I bet you your success or your win rate is going to move up. Move up. You get it? All right. So I was trying to justify the trade that you took yesterday, and you notice that the same thing happened over here. So this one to price broke out. So this setup is the same thing that happened on USD Price broke within the zone, made a retest by the bullish candle, price continued. So let's look at the USD trade too. What happened over here? Price retested on what? Price retested on the level. It broke above. So the previous one was a downtrend, so that's why we had what? A bearish candle. This is an uptrend. So price broke above. What happened? It's pulled back or made a correction. What are we expecting? A trend continuation. You get it? A trend continuation. So everything was perfectly in line with the market, okay, but just maybe the timing wasn't, or maybe the players decided to do opposite of what you were expecting. Okay, so let's analyze the market and see. So lending is going to open around in the next 1 hour. Lending is going to open. So let's analyze and see if there's going to be a trade opportunity. So let's start with gold and see. So let's identify the various levels. So that's what I normally do. Okay, so please kindly give a like if you are getting value in whatever I'm doing. Kindly give a like to the video by clicking the thumbs up button. Click on the thumbs up button and kindly share the link to your colleagues. Okay, you can share the links to your colleagues who are trying to learn how to trade profitably. You can share the link to them as well. All right, so this is a free education. The only thing needed is your Wi-Fi or your data connection, and you enjoy the lessons for free. No fee to be paid. You just enjoy it for free. So let's move to the gold analysis before you move to the various currency pairs. So moving to gold, so as I indicated, I have the confluences. So first of all, identify, you move to the highest of the highest time frame. So normally I start from the monthly time frame. Okay, the reason why I start from the monthly time frame, even though I don't normally, what I normally use the monthly time frame for is the various rejectional level. One thing is, what if you don't consider the higher time frames, maybe price is currently approaching a support or a resistance level at that level. You might not know because you were not paying attention to those levels. You might not know, and anytime price will get to a high time frame rejectional levels, what happened most of the times is what price is definitely going to get. There's going to be reaction either in your favor or against you. And if you are buying on a resistance on a higher time frame, the chances of price coming back and hit your stop loss is very high, especially if price has gotten to this level over here. If price has gotten to this level over, you see, this is a monthly time frame, and this is what a monthly rejectional level. So if you are taking a buy over here, okay, if you are taking a buy over here, the chances of price getting retraced and getting to hit your stop loss is very high. When you are talking about probability, like the probability at this point is not going to be in your favor, okay, because you have gotten to a higher time frame rejectional level, and the chances of price retracing or pulling back is very high. So you have to always pay attention to the levels. You have to pay attention to the levels, okay. So that's why I normally move to the higher time frame. I don't want to be deceived by I don't want to be ignorant about those levels. I have to make sure I factor them into consideration. So we are having the monthly resistance level. So normally for it to be very simple for you, you use the different colors so that when you move to the lower time frame, you will know exactly the time frame you are working on. Okay, you know exactly the time frame you are working on. It's very, very important. So this is the monthly time frame, and what this is the rejectional level at the monthly time frame. So moving to the weekly time, so that's the only thing that I consider over here. And when it comes to the levels, I don't like just come around and plot, just place the levels over there. I draw my levels based on what structure. I draw my levels based on structure. Okay. And when you are trying to draw your levels too, don't draw your levels which is not close to the current market price. So you can see this is not the current market price. This is the current market price. Okay, price is currently as what? Gold is currently 2,641. So one ounce of gold is going to cost you $2,641. You get it? 1 ounce of gold is going to cost you $2,641. So this is the current market price. This is history. This is past data. Okay, so there was no need for me to come over here, even unless price is approaching this level, before these levels are going to be valid. But currently price is around this level. So when you are drawing your support and resistance, make sure you are looking at the levels that is close to this current market price. That's the most important thing. Don't be drawing levels which is far from what the current market price. This is the current market price. This is invalid. These levels, I'm not saying they are invalid. This is currently not necessary for me because this is the current market price. Unless price is what approaching this levels, okay, unless price is close to this level, before I will factor or consider these levels. Okay, currently these levels are not, I think it's not necessary for now. Okay, so let's move to the weekly time frame. So moving to the weekly time frame, so the weekly time frame too, I don't normally pay attention to the trend. What I look for is what the various rejectional levels. So how am I going to draw my various rejectional levels? So price broke out from the zone. Okay, normally if you are drawing your levels, I pay attention to the structure. Okay, I pay attention to the structure. So price made a pullback over here. Price made a pullback over here. We had so price made a pullback over here. Please, sorry, I'm coming. The light is reflecting on me. I need to protect my eyes. The lighting is too. Okay, so price pulled back over here. You get the price pulled back over here. So if price is moving up, this level is valid by the bullish candle has broken above this one. Price made a low over here, consolidated. You get it? Price is currently consolidating over here. Price is currently pulling back over here. So this is the point you are going to this is the valid levels over here, because you see I didn't come over here to draw them. This is weekly and it's going to take a very long time for price to get to this side. So you can still plot it out. Okay, so you have to make sure it has touched the level exactly, because sometimes we are going to pay attention to the body of the candle when it comes to closure. Okay, so if you don't get it right, I think sometimes you'll be deceived. Okay, so price has broken below this one. Price, this is the current market price. So when it comes to support, this is the current market, this is the support level. Okay, so these are the things, because daily time frame is actually it's consolidating. Okay, even though looking technically it is a downtrend, but it is looking at the current market price, it's gold is consolidating around the weekly time frame, but it's a downtrend. Okay, so you can see it's in a range over here. So what's the trend at the daily time frame? Okay, so we are having one low over here, one low over here. So the trend is currently an uptrend. Okay, the trend is currently an uptrend. So price made high, low, high. So the moment this one broke, came back and broke, it tends to what, a downtrend. The moment this one broke above this one, it has broken this one, it has broken this one. So currently the daily time frame is what, an uptrend. So it is very, when it comes to the direction of the market, it is very, very important. The direction of the market is going to help you. So the direction of the market is going to help you to know where the players, the big players, are what, taking their orders. Okay, so if you don't know where price is heading to, I think you are going to be at the wrong side of the market. So always make sure you are paying attention to the direction of the market. It is not magic. If you know the direction of the market, most of the times you are not going to be at the wrong side of the market. It is very, very important. You get it? So we are having this rejectional level 2 over here. So this is a daily time frame. So I have to, for me not to get confused, when I move to the lower time frames, I'm going to use different color to represent this level. Okay, so we're having another rejectional level over here. Okay, so currently price is what, an uptrend at the daily time frame. So let's move to the H4 time frame. So the H4 time frame, what's the trend for the H4 time? So price is currently to an uptrend at the H4 time frame. Price broke out, it was an uptrend, made a pullback. Okay, currently broke above this one, it turns what, an uptrend. So you notice that the daily time frame and the H4 time frame are in the same direction. So when you see something of this sort, I'm not going to be looking for a sell. Okay, because the higher time frames direction is what, an uptrend. The daily and H4 are in sync to each other. Okay, so you identify your support. So this point is going to be my support. This point is going to be my support. So I identify the various rejectional levels. So the levels that price is going to what, gets rejected when it gets there. So currently it is in a range. So at what point am I going to, even if you are taking a buy, price is currently approaching. So you see the reason why I normally use different colors. When I came to the H4 time frame, why am I, it is going to be easily to know what level, which time frame horizontal, which time frame level is this, okay, or which time frame resistance level or support level is this. So because I use colors to differentiate, I can easily be able to tell this is what, the weekly time frame, what, rejectional level. You get it? So price currently was approaching this level because it's a higher time frame. You can see it is pulling back. Okay, so I buy on level. So when anytime price will get to the level, I will smash. But before you smash, you have to make sure you are looking for confirmations. You get it? You have to make sure you are looking for confirmation. So currently price is approaching a key level. So price is approaching this key level, price is approaching this key level. So you have to wait for price to settle down because this is an ongoing candle and you don't factor an ongoing candle into consideration. You have to always factor what, you have to always make sure you are factoring what, making sure price has closed on the level. This is an ongoing candle. I'm not going to rush to take a buy because price hasn't settled down yet. So if I want to take a buy, then maybe as price is pulling back, I'm going to patiently wait for the H4 time frame to either settle on this one before I will smash, or either settle on this one before I will smash, or either. So the moment it will come to this level, the H4 structure has been invalidated to what, a downtrend. Okay, so this is the last level I'm going to execute a buy. This is the last level I'm going to be executing a buy. So I'm going to be executing a buy either on this level, smash it up, or either on this level and smash it up. So until then, I'm going to allow go to do whatever it is going to do before, because even if I'm taking a breakout, I would have taken a breakout, because last time, for instance, there was a breakout entry over here, and if you look left, this breakout entry, I saw this move perfectly over here, but it was during the festive season. Okay, so if you are taking a buy over here, it makes sense because those price is currently not approaching or not close to what, a rejectional level. Okay, so if you take a breakout entry over here, price is not what, I think one girl took a buy over here. He sent it to me. Okay, I saw this breakout over here. Price is currently not approaching this rejectional level. Okay, price is currently not approaching this rejectional level. So if you are taking a buy, you can see the candles too that was forming on the level was a rejectional level. You can see price, it's what they were all tiny candles. Okay, there was indecision. So anytime you are going to see an indecision candle, that means what, we're having equal wick high and equal lower, equal wick high and equal what, low high. That means what, we are bound is going to get a reversal. Okay, so price was trending up, so we are expecting a continuation of the trend. So they are where the candles that form on the level were all what, rejectional candles. So price is not close to what, any rejectional level, so you can peacefully and what, safely take a buy over here. But currently, even though price has broken out from the zone, but it is heading towards what, another zone over here. Okay, so it is not advisable to take a buy over here. According to the way I see the market, it is not advisable. So you may note I said according to the way I see the market, because one thing you need to understand, the market, everyone does things differently. Okay, so you have to understand. So according to the way I trade, I don't see price what, I don't see taking a buy over here. Currently price is ranging, price is in a tighter range. Okay, price is currently choked, so I'm not going to get a chance to execute a buy over here. So I'm currently going to wait for price to what, either break out and come to this side, and I think I'm going to get a small, even though the range here is not that big, because the range here is not that big, but I think I can get scratch and get something over here. But if you are taking a buy over here, you are going to be what, to be worried, or you are going to be stressed up over here, because when you enter a trade, you have to make sure there's a space you can manage yourself. If you are not having a space you can manage yourself, then it's going to be very hard. You get it? So I don't see an opportunity, even though the direction of the market is an uptrend. But when it comes to the levels I'm going to trade within, there's no opportunity over here. So let's move to USD card. So you see the market has played out exactly what the analysis we did over here. Price has played out, but this was the trade I was looking for. So anytime I will sleep, anytime the market will close, okay, a session will close, especially anytime the New York session will close and it is heading towards the Asian session, that's when I do my analysis for the upcoming day. Okay, so I will know when to wake up to be monitoring. If I will notice that, or maybe the lending session is going to give an opportunity, because if there was going to be an opportunity, I can easily tell because of what, the analysis I'm going to do, because I know exactly that it's going to play out during the lending session. So this one, I analyze it and I know that this is going to be the trade for the day, because everything is aligned. So when I was about to sleep, you can notice that this was around 10 o'clock candle. This is when the 10 o'clock candle started. So within 10 o'clock, from 10, 11, 12, 1, and this one started around 2. Okay, so this Tokyo candle, I think, is a candle that spots everything. I was thinking maybe it is going to consolidate, range around this side, and the lending session is going to take off. Then I will take a sell over here, even though the range is not big, but I think I can get a space to what, manage my risks in case maybe price moves in my favor. I can break even, for instance, because this one, so one thing about this system is what, if you get a trade, it is going to move heavily in your favor. So with this trade, I'm having a high conviction that what, price is going to fill the daily time frame, because when you move to the daily time frame, you're having this wick over here. So I'm having a strong belief that price is going to fill this daily wick over here. Okay, so it has a long way to go. So because you can see price consolidated a lot over here, and as price has been able to break out from this zone, how many touches? 1, 2, 3. And as price has broken out, made a peaceful retest, the chances that you are going to be having a bigger drop is very high. You get it? The chances that you are going to be having a bigger drop is very high. So let's do the top down analysis and see what might be happening. So doing our top down analysis on this trade, moving to the monthly time frame, the various rejectional levels So let's see, maybe if price breakouts, you are going to be getting an opportunity. As price broke out from this zone, so these are the various rejectional levels. So moving to the weekly time frame, so you see, I've already explained why I drew my level over here, because this is the current market price. If you look left, okay, so anytime you're analyzing, you have to make sure you are looking left, your data to the left. Okay, if you look left, this is the current market price. Okay, so if you look left, there's no rejectional level over here. Price moves smoothly and safely over here. Okay, so this, even this one tells you we are going to have a pullback on this break, because what is happening at the H4 time frame is the same thing that is happening on the monthly time frame. Price consolidated a lot, price made retest, price made retest. You get it? Price has been retesting on this level, and as it broke out, what are we expecting? We are expecting a retracement to this level, then the trend will continue. But this is the monthly time frame, so it tells you that what the H4 time frame is going to be a big drop. You get it? It's going to be a big drop, in the sense that what the monthly time frame has broken out. So I'm expecting a pullback to this level, then the trend will continue. You get it? So it tells you that it gives us a signal that what the monthly time frame, the sell is going to be a big drop. Okay, it's going to be a big drop, because now price has broken out from the for how long? So this candle was around 2016. It has broken out from 2016 consolidation zone, or a range. Okay, this is where it started consolidating. So since 2016, the USD card on the monthly time frame has been consolidating, because consolidation or ranging means what? Equal highs. We're having equal highs, high. Okay, and now finally price of the body of the candle has broken out. If you are looking at this one, this wasn't the body of the candle, it was the wick of the candle. So we are not going to pay attention to this one. You normally pay attention to the body of the candle. So the body of the candle broke above this one. When you look at your history, the data or price hasn't broken out, the body of the candle hasn't broken out from this zone before. It was only this side. So what are you going to expect? We are going to be expecting a pullback over here, then price will going to continue, okay, at the monthly time frame. But one thing you need to pay attention, we are day traders, okay, we are not investors, so you don't normally pay attention to the monthly time frame. What we do pay attention to is the daily and the H4 time frame, because we are normally going to take our profit at the day, or maybe 2 or 3 days. You are not going to keep the trade for months before we will take profit. So mostly investors are going to pay attention to this time frame, but as a day trader or as a swing trader, I think the monthly time frame is not something you consider, but not paying, like giving all your attention to that when it comes to the trend, okay, or when it comes to the direction at the monthly time frame. So moving to the weekly time frame, price is currently pulling back. Okay, price is currently pulling back. So let's look at the anatomy of the candle, or the size of the candle. So you can see that it looks like the candle opened with no wick, but zooming in, you notice that maybe there was a small wick, but yeah, but this is also a weekly time frame. So now I'm expecting a pullback. Okay, so if you are looking left, you notice that as price broke out, we had a rejection level over here, we had a rejection level over here, we had a rejection over here. So currently, if price is pulling back, it is going to pull back. If price is pulling back, it is going to pull back on this level, it's going to pull back on this level, it's going to pull back on this level. You get it? So you need to make sure you have plotted them since the candle. So these levels are going to be invalidated only when this bearish candle has closed below this level. But since it is still in section, it can still get rejected. So you are going to pay attention to them. So we have a rejection level over here at the weekly time frame. We have another rejection level here. We have another rejection level over here. So you can see, so if price is coming up, this level is valid. This is a strong level that price is going to be rejected. Okay, price is going to be rejected. So the weekly time frame, looking at the weekly time frame trend, what's the trend at the weekly time frame? So this level that I've identified or located them on the chart, some people call them psychological levels, other people call them support and resistances, other people call them demand and supply. They are all the same levels. They are rejectional levels. Okay, they are rejectional levels. So in case maybe as in you are walking around and someone is saying a psychological level reject, they are all the same rejectional levels. Okay, so price is currently trending up at the monthly time frame. Okay, so you can see the multiple touches. Price broke, retested, broke, currently what, retesting on this level. So I think at the weekly time frame, I think this one makes sense. So this is the high. This is the high. So maybe price can get rejected over here. So let's move to the daily time frame. So moving to the daily time frame, price has currently broken out. So I'm expecting price has currently price was consolidating over here and it broke out over here. Okay, so if you move to the weekly the daily time frame and you are watching the trend, you can see price, the daily time. So this level was the weekly time frame level. So you can see that the daily time frame price has been rejected or respecting these levels. You get it? You can see the number of times it has been respecting. Okay, you can see the number of times it has been respecting. So the daily time frame, if you look, the left price action is over here. So there was a clean candles over here. Okay, there was a clean candles over here. So the trend too is also a downtrend. So you can see that the weekly trend was an uptrend. The daily trend is now what, a downtrend. So sometimes people usually get confused when we are having like multiple, the time frames are doing different things, as in the trend are in different direction. So the most important thing is what, as I've already indicated, pay attention to the daily and the H4 trend. Make sure they are in the same direction. That's the most important thing. So if you move to the H4 time frame, you can see that the level, okay, this level that we drew at the weekly time frame, the dynamic or the trend line, is currently rejecting over here. You see, it is aligned with what, the H4 rejectional level. Okay, so this is going to be the H4 level. So this is not important anymore. So now the daily and H4 levels are in the same direction. The daily and H4 level. And if you move back over here, you can see, okay, this one has been invalidated. Okay, so currently we can't be taking a sell because price is currently on what, this rejectional levels. Okay, so unless price broke out from this zone, so that's where we can be taking, this is the point we can be taking a sell. Okay, but before that we need to wait for price to break out from this zone, then we take a sell. Okay, then we take a sell. But currently we can't be taking a sell now because price is approaching a support. Okay, don't sell on a support, don't buy on what, a resistance. Please note, don't sell on a higher time frame support, don't buy on a higher time frame resistance. So currently price is what, on a resistance, on a support level. We can't take a sell, we have to wait for a breakout, then we take a sell for the whole of this week to get fill. Okay, to the extent of what, filling this zone. Okay, so this is the zone we can be taking a trade within. Okay, this is the zone we can be taking a trade within. So currently the trade opportunity I was looking for on USD card played out during the Tokyo session, so there was no trade opportunity for me. So this is where the point, if it happens, maybe if this trade happened during the lending session, I would have taken a buy over a sell over here, place my stop loss below the previous candle, then write it down to this side. Okay, so when price gets to this side, since I'm having the daily projection, I might break even and trying to swing it to low, get it low to this side. Okay, but currently I can't be taking a trade now because it is currently in a range. So let's move to USD card, GBP USD. So GBP USD, moving to the monthly time frame. So if you have a question, kindly drop it in the chat box. If you have any question, kindly drop it in the chat box and I'll answer your question. So please kindly click on the thumbs up button. Okay, give a like to the video. It's not going to cost you anything. So the reason why you give a like to the video is what? The YouTube algorithm is going to recommend the channels to other people who are suffering to find consistency in trading or profitability in trading. It is going to recommend the channel to them so that they will also get access to the channel, or they will get to know or see the channel. Okay, so that's why I always advise you or recommend you to what? Give a like to the video. Okay, so let's try and grow this channel too as well. So let's move to the monthly time frame on GBP USD. So kindly click on the thumbs up button. So that's all it is. So this is the free education. So moving to the monthly time frame. So on the monthly time frame, so I've already told you the confluences you need to look for. So you have to first of all do your top down analysis. You move to the monthly time frame, identify your various supports and resistances. Okay. So if you understand market structure, drawing support and resistances is going to be very simple. So I don't use any complex stuffs. I don't use complicated stuffs. I'm just what my analysis is based on what the basis of trading. The basis of trading is what I use to what to analyze. So the monthly time frame, we're having the support over here. So we're having another rejectional level. So you see currently this is where price is. So it's very important. So if price is moving up, price is going to get rejected. So you have to make sure you are getting the body of the candle. And if you be able to get the body of the candle, unless you have changed the candle to what? You have changed the candle to a line chart. That's where you are going to get the accuracy of what? The body of the candle. Okay, so you see this one, if you were focusing solely on the candles, you wouldn't have seen this rejectional level. You wouldn't have gotten the clarity of the body of the candle. But since you shifted, or since you changed it to a line chart, it has given you the accuracy of the body of the candle. So this is the only thing that I'll be looking for on the monthly time frame. This is not necessary for now because this is where the current market price is. So this point is not necessary for now. So moving to the weekly time frame. Moving to the weekly time frame. At the weekly time frame, this is where price got rejected. This is where price is currently getting rejected. Okay. And this one too is as well valid over here at the weekly time frame. This is also valid. Okay. And this is also valid. So moving to the daily time frame. So what's the daily trend? So the daily trend is what? A downtrend. So yesterday, this is where I was thinking maybe price is going to give an opportunity, then I'll take a sell. So if you look at the trend, price was trending what? Price was trending down over here. And you can see the trend line is aligning with what? This rejectional level. You get it? You can see the trend line is aligning with this level over here. So this is the point I wanted to take a sell, but price never do what I was expecting it to do. Okay, and the timing too wasn't favorable for even taking an opportunity on this trade. So the candle closed exactly on this level. Okay, the candle got rejected by this level, but today's candle has broken out from the zone. So this is the point. This is the last level that when price gets to this side, finally the trend has been what invalidated to an uptrend. So not when it's closed, when a candle is in session, when the body of the candle close above this one, now the trend will be what? An uptrend. Okay, the trend will be an uptrend. So currently the daily time frame trend is what? A downtrend. Moving to the H4 time frame. Moving to the H4 time frame, what's that? So we notice that the daily time frame trend is what? A downtrend. Okay, I hope you understand the trend line. So when it is a downtrend, we draw what? Our what? A resistance trend line. Sorry, our dynamic trend line. So you pull it from up over here and you pull it. When it is up, you start from here and we move it. So currently price was a downtrend, so that's why we started from here and put it up over here. So this is the last point price is going to get invalidated. The moment the body of the candle will close above this one, this level has been invalidated towards an uptrend. So it will be what? An uptrend. So moving to the H4 time frame. What's the trend for the H4 time frame? So you notice, so since it's an uptrend, this is where we are going to draw our trend line. So this point is, this one is no more, it's not needed. So the trend is what? The H4 trend is what? An uptrend. Price is currently approaching these strong levels daily. So I'm not interested in this buy. Okay, I'm not interested in this buy. I want a clear structure. Currently, I'm not interested in this buy because price is currently approaching this strong level. This was a weekly level and at the same time aligning with what? The daily level. So you need to highlight this level. This level is a strong level because weekly level aligning with what? Weekly level aligning with what? The H4 level. So this is a strong level. So I don't normally pay attention to these levels anymore. Okay, so if price gets to this side, there's no trade for me. And even the daily, the trend itself discouraged me to even, it's making it difficult for me to get the direction of the market. But the H4 trend is what? An uptrend. But for me to conclude either to buy or sell, I don't have a final judgment on that. Okay, I don't have a final judgment on that. So currently there's no bias. I don't have any bias on GBP USD. I'm not interested in this move. I want to see a clear trend before I will go in for what? I will go in for I will either go in for a sell or a buy, but currently I can't decide for now. So let's look at USD CHF2, what it is doing. So looking at the monthly at the USD for USD CHF, looking at the monthly at USD CHF, for USD CHF, the monthly, this is the monthly rejectional level. Okay, so the reason why I normally consider the being the same, it normally gives you what? Like it normally gives you a big move. Okay, if these two time frames are in the same direction, it normally gives a big move as compared to maybe if only one time frame, focusing on one time frame direction. If you're focusing on the higher time frame, it normally gives you a bigger move. Okay, so moving to the weekly time frame. So there is the weekly time frame rejectional level. You get it? So these are the various rejectional levels. Okay, so price is currently trending up at the weekly time frame. So the trend for the weekly time frame is what? An uptrend. So when price is an uptrend, what do you have to do? You have to take a buy. When price is what? A downtrend, you have to take a sell. It's as simple as that. So currently price is getting rejected on these levels, okay, on these levels as well. So it tells you how strong this level is. So it has been what? Rejected multiple times. If you are looking at the weekly price moved up, moved down, got rejected, move down, got rejected, move. And currently price is trying to approach the level that got rejected some time ago. You get it? It is approaching the level that it got rejected some time ago. You get it? So the weekly time frame trend is what? An uptrend. Moving to the daily time frame. So price is currently approaching this strong level. So as price is moving up, you're expecting a rejection to either this side. Expecting a rejection to either this side, or expecting rejection to either this side. So this is the point price might get rejected. So as I've already been saying, use different colors so that you will not get confused when price is approaching those levels. So you see price is currently sitting on the rejectional level. Okay, price is currently sitting on that rejectional level. Price is currently sitting on that rejectional level. So moving to the H4 time frame. So the daily time frame trend is what? An uptrend. Moving to the H4 time frame. What's the trend? So the daily is an uptrend, but H4 is currently, so this is what I was expecting price to do. I was expecting currently price is what? A downtrend. Okay. So why is it a downtrend? Price moved up over here, consolidated for some time. The moment this candle broke up, uptrend, made a pullback over here. Price what? Retested over here too as well. So the moment this bearish candle broke below this one, it turned to what? A downtrend. Okay, so currently the trend is what? A downtrend over here. Okay, the trend is a downtrend, and we notice that the daily time frame trend is what? An uptrend, but currently this one is a downtrend. It is moving down. Okay, and made a pullback. So taking a buy over here, I'm not in taking a buy over here. What I was expecting this one to do, this is what I was expecting the price to do. I was expecting price to come over here, okay, break this low and come down and what? Break this high. So the moment it would do something like this is going to be a bullish candle. So the moment it will break this high and close over here, that is when we will conclude that the trend has shifted. Okay, the trend has shifted. So at this point, I think I will patiently wait for price to align, or price to what? To do whatever I'm expecting. I want a shift in structure, something like this. The moment it will break, then I will know that the trend is what? Currently an uptrend. When it does something like this, then I will go in for what? I will look for a buy opportunity. But currently, the way price is doing, I'm not interested. You get it? I'm not interested in what price is doing now. Okay, I'm not interested. So I want to see a shift or a change in trend. I want to see a change in trend before I'll go in for a buy. So you see, the reason why a lot of people usually get confused when it comes to trading is what? They are focusing on a lot of things. So you see, as price even approach this one, someone is taking a buy over here. So you have to know your system, know your strategy. Not so last time I tweeted that price is taking every day. You get it? Price is taking every day, but that doesn't mean what? Every tick of price or every tick in the market is for you. You get it? Price is taking any movement, price is moving, but that doesn't mean what? Every move is for you. Not every move is for you. So know what works for you and follow suit. So this one, for instance, someone is taking a buy over here, someone is in deep profit, but that is not the way I see the market, or that's not the way I trade. So you have to see. So the trade opportunity for me was the USD card sell. This was a sell that aligns or move according to the way I see trade. This is the one that I would have taken a sell over here. You get it? This is the one I would have taken a sell. But other than that, I think none of the pairs that I focus on looks like looks presenting an opportunity for me this morning. Okay, none of them is presenting opportunity for me this morning. So if you have any question, kindly drop it in the chat box. Let me address it before I will leave the stream. So we're having like 10 minutes for lending session to start. Okay, we're having like 10 minutes for lending session to start. But we are going to be having news events this morning too as well. So I think Euro USD. So the structure on Euro USD is the same structure on GBP USD as well. So I think they move in the same direction. So it's the same thing. So know what works for you and you stick to that. Okay. Other than that, you will trade for 10 years and you are still not going to find consistency, but because you have not settled on one thing. And the way you are going to be settled on a way on something that works for you is what? Looking at your winning trades. That's the only way to learn trading. You look at your winning trades and you stick to that. So someone is demanding to analyze GBP, JPY. So with GBP, JPY, looking at the monthly, there's a rejectional level right here. So according to the way I see the market, okay. So when it comes to trading analysis, it is subjective. Subjective in the sense that what everyone does it differently. So if I say I'm not seeing a buy, that doesn't mean what someone is not also seeing a buy. Trading is subjective game. Okay, based on your experience, based on what works for you. Don't be worried. Don't be worrying yourself. Okay, don't be worried. So anything that I'm explaining it to you, I've been there before. I used to worry myself, like I think I have to change this. I have to nah. The way you trade within a month or within a week, it is going to present itself exactly. The way you trade, no matter what, you are going to see an opportunity. The reason why you lose your account before those opportunities will come, because you are impatient to wait for your trade setup to happen. If you are going to be patient and wait for your trade setup, the same thing that you have been looking for to align for you to take a trade is going to present itself within a week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks. By the end of the month, you are going to get like 2 or 3 of them. Just be patient and wait for them, and don't be chasing what other people are doing. That's why a lot of people, it takes a long time for them to succeed. Someone is focusing solely on the 15-minute time frame. Someone is also focusing solely on the 30-minute time. Just know what works for you and stick to that. Okay. So the weekly time frame, for instance, price on the weekly time frame, price is currently an uptrend. So price is approaching this level. So for me to get a clarity of the levels, I change it to a line chart. Okay, so you can see price is currently approaching this level. So this is not any other time frame than what the weekly time frame. So this is a very strong rejectional level. So moving to the daily time frame, the daily time frame trend is what a downtrend for me. Price has pulled back. So this is the last rejection, and then price will continue. Okay, so this is what a downtrend at the daily time frame. This is a downtrend. So I hope you understand. Price was making higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, higher lows. So the moment it broke this low, it turned towards a downtrend and it moved up. So price is currently approaching this rejectional level. Okay, price is currently approaching this rejectional level. Moving to the H4 time frame. So we're having this level right here at the H4 time frame. at the H4 time frame. So the H4 time frame is what? An uptrend. Price is currently pulling back over here. So I don't have any bias on GBP JPY. Okay, I don't have any bias on GBP JPY. So this sell you are seeing over here is an impulse move for what? The daily time frame. Okay, this sell is what? An impulse move for the daily time frame. But when you move to the H4 time frame, it's a correction, because the H4 time frame is an uptrend, daily time frame is what? A downtrend. So if it is moving a sell, it is an in direction of what? The main trend at the what? The daily time frame. But if you come to the H4 time frame, it is what? A correction. Okay, it's a correction. So I will patiently wait for price to get corrected on this one or pull back on this one, then it's continue up. So that's what I'll be expecting. But currently it is not aligning according to the way I see the market. So this sell is just a pullback or just a correction. But as I indicated, when you move to the daily time frame, it's what? An impulse move. By the daily time frame, it's not presenting any trade opportunity, like trade signal. Okay, so when I'm talking about trade signal, meaning what? The confluences, the things that I consider, the things that I have to consider when it comes to candle pattern, when it comes to rejectional level. So price should what? Get rejected over here. Price should get rejected over here, for instance. Price should get rejected over here. Then I will take a sell. Then I'll take a sell. So this what? So price should close on a key level. Currently price is ongoing on a key level, so there's no what? Trade opportunity or trade signal around this side. There's no trade signal around this side. So there's going to be an upcoming news it has already happened. Oh, I didn't even check it. So the news has already happened. 7:30. It has already happened. Let me check USDCH. What happened? So it was, yeah. So this was the news candle. Yeah. So slow but sure, USD card is heading to the level. So this is a point I would have taken a sell over here and target this zone. So this was a trade I was looking for today, but it happened. It played out before time. Okay, so sometimes it will happen. So this is the reason why sometimes I'm impatient to wait. For instance, yesterday I was supposed to wait for 7 o'clock and it was close to 4 minutes. And so sometimes you are going to patiently wait. When it comes to entry, it's very difficult. So sometimes you are going to patiently wait and price will move before you. Sometimes too, you enter thinking fear of missing out, FOMO. You are thinking, oh, maybe you are going to lose the trade and price will what? Or price will just retrace. Okay, so one thing I've noticed is what? Just stick to the plan and make sure you are trading according to the time frame or the sessions. Okay, according to the section. So this one, I believe strongly that it is going to have a major down move. I strongly believe it's going to have a major down move. So that doesn't mean if I lost yesterday, that doesn't mean I'm going to chase the trade. If you are chasing trade, you are going to lose more. I have to wait patiently for something like this to happen again before I will execute. You don't have to chase your losses. If you chase your losses, you are rather going to what? Give more to your brokers. Make sure you are what? Patiently going to wait for the right opportunity, the right setups, then I will execute a trade. Something like this. Okay, that is what I'm going to be waiting for. Something like what happened on USD, this trade, something of this sort, so that you'll be able to easily know why you lose a trade. But if you take a random trade, it is going to be very hard for you to know why you lose a trade, because you are not having a specific system or strategy that you follow religiously. So if you have a specific strategy or system, you will definitely know why you lose a trade. If it is from the market condition, you will definitely know. But if it is from your system too, you will definitely know. So yesterday, the stream, as I'm saying, we went into the trade early. From experience, you have to wait an hour, but the other one didn't get. You should have waited for the H1. You would have what? Dodged this loss. You wouldn't have been part of this loss. But the analysis, everything was on point. But it was just the time. Okay, the time was early. Okay, so these are the things that I what I've been waiting for. So the whole of last week, these are the trade setups that I've been looking for that played out. So the same thing happened over here, the same thing happened over here, the same thing happened. I think the same thing also happened over here. So it's the same trade setup that I've been looking for. And the whole of this year, these are the trade setups that I'll be looking for. And you are going to see my results at the end of the year. I'm going to give out like how I did this year. Next year too, if you are still alive, I'm going to show my trade results to you, and you just judge it yourself. Okay, so any question? If there's no question, I'm going to call it a day. Then you meet again tomorrow to see if there's opportunity. So you don't know when opportunity is going to present itself, so you need to show up every day. That's trading. Okay, you have to show up every day. Enjoy the game, enjoy playing the game, and what things are going to be easy. Any question? Okay, so we haven't reason how. So I'm doing well, reason. It's been a while. I've not been hearing from you. I hope you are doing well too as well. So we having Jura morning. Good morning. We having Samba Mafo. We having Mr. William Kwache. I hope you are doing well, Mr. Williams. So you having Richie Denim. I hope Richie you are doing well too as well. So any questions for me? I hope you are having Brainy around, or Brainy is not around. Brainy, are you around? Shout out to you. Are you having Spanzy around? Are you having Spanzy around? So if you're around, let me know. Those are around, let me know so that I will give you a shout out. Shout out. So we are done with the analysis. No trade opportunity. The trade opportunity has already played out. This sell was the one that but it played out during the Tokyo session. So I'm having because if the daily and these are the trades, like if the daily and H4 are in the same direction, price is definitely going to move massively down. Okay. So if you are new here, who is new here to the channel? Who is new here to the channel? Let me know if you are new here, or all of you have been here before. Have you all been here before? So tomorrow you are going to meet same time. Have you been here before? Who is new here? You lost your phone. Reason? Why? Why do you have to lose your phone? Why? Someone stole it or what? Yeah, Happy New Year. Hey, so are you having Danny around? So are you back? Reason, are you back? You lost your phone, so are you back or what? So if you have any question concerning trading, anything related to Forex, okay, anything related to Forex, that's my field. So you can drop it in the chat box. Anything related to Forex. So you see, even though I didn't get yesterday, trade went against me, but I saw this one. I didn't chase it. I was waiting patiently for the time to execute. Then I'll execute this trade. So this is what you have to be doing. Okay, I don't chase trades. I wait for the right opportunity, then I'll execute. Okay, so we can go the whole week and I'll not get opportunity. Yes, so we're having a loss pending. I'm going to wait patiently for that time before I will execute. Okay, so you have to stay patiently, and the best way for you to take stress out from you is when you know what you are doing, and trading becomes very fun. A lot of people are stressed out because they don't know what they are doing. That's the most painful thing. So if you are here and you don't know what you are doing, kindly strive to know what works for. It's very simple, but for me it's very simple for me to for me now. Trading has become very simple for me. Okay, it has become very simple because I've done it. I've paid my dues. I've done it for a very long time. I've paid my dues. So if you don't have system now, what I will advise you, the best way to learn trading, the best way to find what works for you is to study your winning trade. The best way to find what works for you in trading is to study your winning trade. You are going to see common things among your winning trades. Continue repeating the same process and trading will become fun. Continue anytime you are about to sleep, make sure you are going back to that wins you had. What did I do before this trade went in my favor? What did I do? Repeat the same process and trading will become very easy for you. Yeah, so there was no opportunity on USD CHF, Richie Dobbin. There was no opportunity for me. So as I said, I'm waiting for a shift in trend. Currently, it is a downtrend. So if I want to wait for the daily time frame to align with the H4, then I have to wait for price to make a pullback shift. Okay, before as I shift the trend to an uptrend, then I'll take a buy. You get it? So that's what I'll be waiting for. That's what I'll be waiting for. Currently, the trend is a downtrend, which is not inconsistent with the daily time frame. And even if you are focusing on the H4 time frame, it is even a downtrend, but the daily time frame is an uptrend. Okay, so the daily time frame is an uptrend. That's, yeah, so it depends. So as I'm saying, price has currently retested on this one. Okay, price is currently retesting on this one, but you see, I don't focus on the daily alone. So if it's supposed this one is the H4 time frame, I would have found an opportunity over here and take a buy. But since the H4 is doing different thing, I'm not interested in this buy. Okay, it is looking good at the daily time frame. Currently, it is looking good at the daily time frame, but I don't rely on the daily time frame alone. That's how I normally watch or see the market. Okay, based on my past experience, it is looking good because price is currently testing on what, this daily zone, which shows or proves that price can continue up. But I have to make sure the H4. Okay, because I want systematic trade history, so that when I go back to my history, I'll be able to know what exactly I did before this trade went against me, before this trade went in my favor. Okay, I'll be able to track my history. Okay, price has been moving the whole of this move. I wasn't in the whole of, so price moves every day. Price is going to continue moving every day, so I don't have to rush, okay, to catch every move. If it is not according to the way I trade, I'm not going to execute. But it is looking good at the daily time frame. It is really looking good at the daily time frame, but I'm not interested because the H4 is doing differently. Because one thing I've noticed is that mostly price respects the H4 structure. Price normally moves in the direction of the H4 structure as compared to the daily structure. So I'm not interested, even though it can move up, but I don't care. I have to see what moves, like what is in the direction of, or what is in accordance with how I trade before I'll execute. So something like USD card, this is perfectly what I look for in a trade. So these are the things that I would love to consider, or these are the things that I will consider before I will execute a trade. You get me? These are the things that I will consider. But for USD CHF, it is not in my plan. Okay, USD card is something that is in my plan. Okay, so reason you are welcome, you can come to my DM and chat me up. Okay, you can come to my DM and chat me up. So if there was no question, we are going to call it a day. See you same time tomorrow. Okay, you are going to meet same time tomorrow. If you have any question, you can message me. Okay, you can message me. All right, so see you same time tomorrow. Bye bye to you all.